Hey guys, it's AnneMarie. I'm excited to do our second part of our party training. Eventually, after I'm done, I'm going to upload all these videos on our team training website along with the scripts, so they will be a lot easier to find. You're more than welcome to copy and paste these things that I'm going to create, and if you want, you can add in your personality a little bit to change it up. But I want to make this as easy as possible because if you'll do these parties, it's a great way to boost your business, and you never know what could happen. Before, though, you get into this video, make sure you've watched Amanda's video on setting up events and the coaching hostess video. It's important that you know how to do those things and you've gone over those before you get into this video. A couple things I noticed last week that one of my hostesses did, and I asked her if I could share with you guys, is she was really excited about getting 25 people RSVP'd to her party. So she posted in the event things like, only 3 more spots left to be entered into the drawing. And it really got her friends excited, and they started joining the party like crazy because they were wondering, well, what's going on? And they saw everyone, RSVPing. So that was a great way to get those people to join fast. Then the other thing she did after the party had ended is she would share the link and say, only a couple more days, ladies. And then she would tag any of her friends that had shown interest in ordering in the comment box. And it was a good reminder because a few of her friends actually ordered after that reminder, or they'd say, oh, thanks for the reminder, I'm going to order tomorrow. So these are just a few things that you could suggest to your hostess to do. I am not going to take credit for this because she totally came up with it, but it obviously worked, so that's something to keep in mind. A few things that are a big factor in the success of your parties, even though they don't seem like they would be, but they totally are. One of them is the best day to host a party, and Sundays through Thursdays are going to be your best days. Those are days when people are available to get online for 30 minutes, and that's probably the best chance of getting them there. You want to avoid Friday and Saturday at all costs. People aren't going to be online as much. They're going to have plans, with friends or out with their family. So those are days that you really want to avoid. Another thing is the time. I've seen parties in the afternoon and early evening, and they just have been super quiet because people aren't available. Maybe they're working or they're cooking dinner, trying to get their kids to bed. So the best times I've found is anywhere from 7 to 9 p.m. And I've even found that 7 p.m. can be a little bit early. So I like to shoot anywhere from 8 to 9 p.m. I think that's the best time, at least from what I experienced. And then when you have your hostess send messages out to her friends and she's saying, oh, they're super fast and fun, it's only 30 minutes, you need to stick to that and watch the clock and make sure your party, the live part, is only 30 minutes. You don't want to drag it out and make it last an hour because you're going to lose people, and you kind of promised that it's 30 minutes, so make sure you keep an eye on the clock and keep it to 30 minutes. And then when you're creating the actual event, don't rush it. Let's say I book a party tonight and I'm going to do the live event tomorrow. Well, that's not going to give my hostess any time to invite her friends and to get them to join the event. So make sure you set the event up. I like to do it 4 to 7 days before the actual live party. And then make sure you've added all the details, the cover photo, make it look nice, and have it look ready before your hostess or you invite your friends. And then a couple more tips before we get into the main party training. I like to pick, I'd say, anywhere from 5 to 7 products to feature. We don't have time to feature every single product during the live 30-minute event because, it's just supposed to be 30 minutes, so there's not enough time. But you can easily combine products and posts. Like, you could combine the eyeliners and the lip liners, or I like to combine the BB Flawless and the Mineral Touch products. That's totally something you can do. Then another thing that's really worked well during the live 30-minute event is featuring some of our lower price point products. So things like the mascara, the mineral eyeshadows, the lip gloss, the liners, things like those. I do have people that will buy the Uplift Eye Serum and other higher priced products, but I want to get people buying, and I feel like if I'm featuring these products that are a little bit more expensive, then it might turn them away. However, once they get on the website and they see those, they may just order them. But I choose to feature those that are a little bit lower price points. And another thing that every single person needs to remember is you're going to have some really good parties and you're going to have some that just absolutely stink. And it doesn't matter who you are, everyone does. I've had some, I've had tons that have been horrible. But I don't let that stop me. I keep trying to find new hostesses and, coming up with different ways I can improve my parties. And as long as you've done your very best, you've given all the tools that your hostess needs to, send to her friends, all the messages, you've coached her, you've told her everything that she can do, then, that's all you can do. If you've done your best, then it's okay if it doesn't go well. That's going to happen sometimes. But you're also going to have some amazing parties. So don't let one party that goes bad or even a couple discourage you. Just keep going. Now, before the actual live 30-minute party, we're going to be doing some pre-party posts. I've gone over this a little bit in the Coaching Your Hostess video, so I'm not going to go way into it. But you need to make sure you have some sort of welcome post as the very first post in the party. So if it's your hostess, someone else is doing the party for you, it's going to be her that's actually posting, and I've got an example right here. If you are the one that's doing the party and you're inviting your friends, you need to make sure you do some sort of welcome. Like, hey ladies, most of you know I'm selling unique makeup. I'm obsessed with the mascara. I'm excited to share it with everyone. And then give the party details. Make sure you come, show up on Facebook this night at this time. So don't just start posting pictures with no words or anything like that. You need to make sure you have a welcome so they know what's going on. Every day up until the day of the live party, you're going to be posting one time per day, unless you happen to have some orders, which you can thank people for. But one of the biggest mistakes I see is people posting like crazy before the party starts, and they're just really excited, and I understand that. But if you post too many times, it can get frustrating, and people will almost get annoyed with that. So try to keep it to one per day. Here's some ideas of what you can do. You can do things that are entertaining or funny. You can do how-tos, interactive posts like saying, which lip gloss color do you like best? So you're trying to get them to comment and interact. And then another one could be featuring our top sellers. You could create a collage with pictures of our top sellers. You always want to include an image with your posts, and you want to keep them real short and simple. You want people to read them, and if it's some novel and it looks like you've copied the entire paragraph from the website, then they probably aren't going to take the time to read it. And then also, if there's not a picture with it, it's not going to be eye-catching, and they're probably not going to take the time to read it either. So always include a picture, keep it short and simple. Here's a pre-post example that I like to use. Real simple, it just says, what kind of mascara are you currently using? Join us Thursday night here on Facebook to find out more about our favorite kind. And then I always include a picture of the mascara. I like to feature that as much as I can since it's our most popular product. Here's an example of kind of an entertaining, funny post that you could do. I said, thanks so much to everyone that has RSVP'd for Emily's party tomorrow night. I did that because it's kind of a hint for those that haven't yet joined the party. Maybe if they see that, they'll join. And then I just said, who else makes a funny face when you put on the mascara? I know I do. See you guys tomorrow here on Facebook. So those are just a couple examples of pre-posts. I'll give you guys more examples once I get all the albums put together in our group. with all the pictures and everything you can use. Now, fast forward to the morning of the party. You're going to post something that will remind them that the party will be happening that night. I love this picture that Amanda made. It just says, "Get glammy in your jammies, party tonight, win free makeup." So I just said something like, you know, I'm excited to party with you guys in my jammies. See you guys tonight at 8 p.m. You want to give them the time so they know when to show up in that event. And then I also mentioned that there's going to be a shopper special and a giveaway. I also like to include the party link, just because sometimes people will look in the event and they'll want to order right then. And I don't want to lose orders if they're going to want to order early. So I just say, you know, if anyone wants to shop early, here is Emily's party link. And then you're also going to post 30 minutes before the live event. And you can say something like 30 minutes until party time. You don't want to miss out. We're going to have a shopper special and a fabulous giveaway. And then I love this picture that just shows, you know, that the party is going to be online. They can stay in their jammies. And it just says, you know, have fun shopping. That's a fun picture to use. And then 5 minutes before the party, this is kind of their last minute reminder that the live event's going to start soon. So I like to let them know how the party's going to run. I say roll call starts at 7:30, then we'll do a short video, some product posts, then we'll have a giveaway and some retail therapy. And then I let them know that they need to refresh their browser so they don't miss any posts. But you're also going to help them by numbering the posts in case they get lost, or say someone comes in way after the party ends, then they can easily look back and find where to start with the party and, you know, go by the numbers. So that helps out those that didn't make the live party. All right, the first post is called the roll call post. This is just something to kind of gauge who is actually there with you during that live 30-minute party. I like to have my hostess tag her friends underneath the picture of our pigments. And I always ask my hostess if she doesn't post, I'll say, "Hey, Emily, what's your favorite color?" So you want to get people interacting on this post. And this is where you're going to pick from for your RSVP winner as well. One thing I do that helps a little bit with confusion is I like to call our mineral eye pigments eyeshadows in my parties, because a lot of people don't know what pigments are and it confuses them, and they really maybe haven't heard of the word pigment. So I just call them eyeshadows just to make it a little bit easier. And then you're going to let them know that you're going to do a drawing after the live portion. And so in order to be eligible for that drawing, I usually take people that actually showed up for the 30-minute event. And then you also want to let them know the shopper special. I like to do samples of our mineral eyeshadows for the shopper special. I let them know that anyone that purchases that night will receive those separately. Obviously, you would need to ship those out separate from their order. Then the next post is going to be an intro video. And I've made one, but I'm going to edit it to include the new products in the next couple of days. You are more than welcome to make one yourself. You can use the video that we've created, you know, whatever works. It's short, it's fun, it kind of highlights all of the products. You want to make sure they comment done when they've finished watching the video. I also like to open up the video and play it myself in a different window, so I know when it's over and I know that they've all had a chance to watch it, so I don't move on too quickly. And then my very first post, this is where, I mean, we've done the others, but this is where you're going to start to actually number the posts. I always like to feature the mascara first because it's our most popular product. A lot of the guests that are attending the party are intrigued by the mascara, and they're probably coming to see, you know, more about it or even order it. So I'd always suggest to start with that first. I'm not really going to read all these posts, but this will all be in the script. So I like to do the mascara first. And then the second post, I like to go over and highlight what makes Younique different. There's so many different cosmetic lines out there, and what sets us apart is that we're naturally based, and we have products that are vegan and gluten-free, some that are even 100% natural, and then a lot of people love that we don't test on animals. So it's good to highlight these things because a lot of people, it's a big deal to them. Post number 3, I like to go over our mineral eyeshadows and share a couple of my favorites. You can include some pictures with that. So that's pretty simple. I do sell a lot of mineral eyeshadows in my parties. They're kind of a good add-on to go with the mascara. People are curious and they kind of want to try those. So those have been really popular in parties for me. Post number 4, I like to feature our lip glosses. And I do ask in this post which one their favorite is, if they'll look at that chart and they can kind of, look at the colors and comment with their favorite color. I also tag my hostess in this post if she hasn't posted, and I'll say, hey, Emily, what's your favorite color? And then it will get her friends commenting as well. Post number 5, I combined the BB cream and our Mineral Touch foundations. And a lot of people are really interested in these because a lot of people have tried Bare Minerals or, things that are similar to that. And so they're curious and they want to try these. So I do like to feature these in parties, and I also get quite a few questions, and a lot of people will need help with matching colors and things like that. So this is a good product to feature, and a lot of people will kind of interact with that and ask more questions about this product for sure. This is from my party last month, so I definitely need to update this one for my parties next week. But I featured our bundle set, and this is something that will probably change every month since we have the customer kudos that changes, month to month. And so during this post, I also let them know that coming up next is a giveaway. And I remind them that if they shop the party tonight, that they'll get the shopper special, which is the 3 mineral eyeshadow samples. And then I let them know that I'm also going to be posting the party link at the end of the party. So the next post is your RSVP winner, and I pull from the names in the roll call post anyone that posted their favorite color, and I know that they're in the party. That's how I'm going to draw my winner. You can use things like random.org, and it scrambles the names and picks a winner for you. I always try and friend request the winner so I can make sure the message gets to her right inbox instead of the other's inbox. And also it's a good way to network and kind of build a relationship with this winner. And, they can watch your post on Facebook, and you never know, they might want to host their own party or join, or you just never know. The next post, I like to feature the opportunity of selling unique. I keep it really short and simple. And I don't necessarily have a lot of people that will join that night of the party. But the reason I like to feature, and present the opportunity is because it puts kind of an idea in the back of their head, and they know that they too could sign up to sell if they wanted to. But a lot of times what happens is after they get the product, then they become more curious, and they know that it's an option because I've, told them that it is an option earlier in the party. So a lot of the times after they've tried it, they'll message me and say, hey, I'm interested in hosting a party, or I want to know more about signing up. So it's kind of a good way to get it in the back of their heads. The next post for the live event is a thank you post. You want to thank everyone for attending. Thank your hostess for being, an amazing host. And then you want to remind them again of your shopper special. All orders tonight will receive 3 sample mineral eyeshadows, and let them know that the party is still going to be open, and give them a date, the last day that they can order. Some people might wait till payday to order, so they might not be ordering that night, but they do need to know that the party will still be open. I always let them know that I'm going to be around for questions, so they can ask, whatever they need to. I'll be online for a little bit after the party. And I like to let them know that I haven't featured every single one of our products, but a few of my favorites. And if they go on the website, they're going to see all that we have to offer. And then make sure you always include the party link in this post so that they don't have to search around where to shop at. As you get orders, make sure you always thank the customers in the party. I also like to tag them and make it a big deal, because what can happen is, first, they like, to let the hostess know that they've ordered. Second, it can set off kind of a chain reaction. I've had that happen many times. Someone will order, and then the other guest will say, oh, well, so-and-so ordered, now I've got to order. So it can kind of create an urgency to order, and they get excited about it. So make sure you always post thank yous for every customer that orders during the party. And after that live party, you are going to post once a day, unless you happen to have thank yous. That's kind of the exception. I would definitely thank any guests that ordered the day after the live party. But I do like to keep it to one post every day after. And that's because people have already shown up for the live party. That was the main part of our party. And it can get kind of frustrating and almost annoying if you're posting too many times. I've seen some people actually push decline even though they'd RSVP'd before, because if you post like crazy, then their notifications go nuts. So I do like to keep it to one post a day. And then I always include the shopper's link with all of these posts the day after, so they don't have to search if they want to order. The last day of the party, make sure your hostess knows that it's the last day, so she can remind any friends that may have wanted to order. And every party will end at midnight Pacific time. And then the following day, if they earned hostess rewards, they'll show up in their account the following day. They won't be able to use the rewards until the party officially ends. So make sure you remind them of that, and that they won't be able to use those until it's all the way over. And I always let my hostess know that if any of her friends want to host a party, that I'm going to give her a prize, and I'm also going to give them a prize. So I like to do another post that says something like, Emily earned over $60 towards free makeup, and make that a huge deal. And then anyone that books a party will receive a special gift from me, plus the chance or the opportunity to earn free makeup. So I like to keep that short and simple, but you do want to try to book parties from every party, because that's how the chain keeps going, and it can, keep going and going and going. And if people will start to comment underneath this post, and they'll, they want to earn or they want to host a party, then that could set off a chain reaction and people could get excited. Or if your hostess will message people and say, you should host a party, it was really fun. That's a great way, to get people to book a party. I like to do one final thank you, and just thank the host for doing a fabulous job, and thank everyone for attending the party. And that they can add me as a friend to stay updated on products, to ask me questions, things like that. And just, that's pretty much the end of the party, and then hopefully you've booked new parties from this existing party. I do like to stay in contact with my party host and, let her know if she ever has any referrals or friends that order, that I'm going to send her a gift. And then something else I like to do is 3 or 4 months down the road, I ask her again if she'll host a party, because that's probably when her friends will need to reorder the mascara. So that's something to keep in mind. If you guys will try out this method, I think you're going to have a lot of success. And, like I said before, this is not something I've invented, but I've tried it time and time and again and tweaked it. And it's been really, really successful. And it's easy. It's something that everyone can do. You can copy the script word for word if you need to. But it's something that can really grow your business, because you're opened up to all these people that you would never have access to otherwise. And you can book parties, you can get, lifetime customers, you can get potential teammates. But one thing that you need to remember is that customer service is going to get you sales. And you need to make sure that you are helping people the best you can, and that you're being really, nice and making things exciting, and just doing a good job at helping them. And if you do that, then they're going to come back to you time and time again, even though they don't know you. Customer service is honestly everything. I'm going to do another video to kind of end this party training on how I like to follow up with my party guests. So be looking for that in the next couple days. But if you ever have questions, after you've watched these videos, feel free to ask your sponsor, or you can ask me. I'm more than happy to explain, how to do them if you're confused on some parts or anything like that. But once you get the hang of it, they really are easy. I use the same script for every party, and for me, they're fun and they're fast, and it's just a great way to boost your business. So be looking out for the next video on how to follow up. We'll get all of these on the team training site, and I'm excited to have you guys start these. And if you ever want me to take a look at your parties and give you suggestions on what you can do better or what you've done well, just let me know. Thanks, everyone.